Are you confused about what career to choose? Well, you're not alone. These days, it's never been easier to build a career around something that you genuinely enjoy doing and that you're passionate about. But unfortunately, it's also never been more confusing to know where to begin. This is commonly known as target confusion, which means that you're overwhelmed with too many options, and the human brain struggles to make any kind of choice, so it chooses to do nothing instead. The problem isn't the lack of information, it's too much of it. Everyone's out there shouting their version of success at you. And if you don't have a clear path or a target, you're going to waste your time, energy, and possibly your money chasing the wrong one. Hi there, and if you're new here, my name is Stephen. I'm a career and talent strategist who prepares people and organizations for the future of work. I'm on a mission to make the world a better place with happy people in fulfilling, rewarding careers. And in this video, I want to help you to cut through the noise and find the kind of career advice that actually helps, not hinders, your journey forward. Before you look at any career guides, websites, or videos, you need to know what you're aiming for. So many people are overwhelmed not because they don't have the options, but because they're trying to hit multiple moving targets that oftentimes somebody else has set for them. Today it's easier than ever to build a career around your interests, but only if you give yourself the permission to break from outdated rules and mindsets. I was speaking with a friend of my cousin recently, and we were talking about how when we were growing up, our parents actively discouraged us from wasting our time playing video games. We were encouraged instead to focus on our studies and not waste time playing Super Mario or Grand Theft Auto or any number of these non-productive games. But he was telling me that his son is now starting to make a decent side hustle income doing video game streaming on Twitch and getting paid to do things that he really enjoys doing. Okay, so it's as much about building a community of followers as it is about the gaming, but he's able to spend his time doing something that he's truly enthusiastic about. So what once seemed like a hobby is now a legitimate career path. Times change, and if you want to thrive, your understanding of career possibilities needs to change too. If you're still following career advice from 20 years ago, it's time for an upgrade. Hit the follow button for weekly insights, and I'll help you to discover and design a career that works for you. Once you've given yourself permission to explore what actually excites you, the next step is clarity. This is where the ideal framework comes in. Ideal is a framework that we built to help people to identify the ideal careers for them. I is for interests. What excites or motivates you? D is for demand. What roles or industries actually need people right now? E is for enthusiasm. Which one of those are you actually excited about? A is for abilities. Where are your strengths and what areas do you want to develop? And L is for lenses. What are the different types of lenses that you can look at these careers through? You start by identifying the things that you're interested in, what you're able to do well, and what there's a market demand for, even if that demand is not huge or is not geographically close to you. If you have two of the three, that can give you some insight, and the third area might develop over time. For example, if you have the interest and the ability but there's no demand, that's typically a hobby. But in the example earlier, the demand may come over time. If you have the interest and there's demand for this, but you don't have the ability, that's a dream. For some people, that's like being a professional sports person or an entertainer. It is possible to get better at this and improve your ability over time though. If you have the ability to do something and there's a demand, but you're just not interested in it, that's a job. You could develop an interest in it over time, but in my experience, it's not that common to start loving a job that you aren't actually interested in. Our Career Fit software helps you to identify where those three overlap, and you get a short list of up to 16 careers that you're interested in, that you'd be good at, and that there's current and future demand for. But you can do this exercise without using our software. It just takes a bit more time and energy to research and create that shortlist for yourself. When you have your shortlist, then you start to research each one of them. Again, Career Fit gives you a real-world description of the career so you can truly understand what it is, but you can also do this research yourself. With that shortlist, which are the ones that you're most enthusiastic about? Which are the ones that get you the most excited? That becomes your top career list. Now, this can change over time as your interests and abilities and even market demands change. Finally, you look at the top list of careers through the lenses of learning. Are you interested in learning a lot about this career and how it can be developed by you and with you? Longevity. Are you interested in this just for a summer type job or a short-term job? Or is it something that you think you'd be interested in for a medium or even a long-term career path? Lifestyle. Does this career fit with your lifestyle plans and your life by design? Do you want to travel or spend more time outside, but this is more of a desk job? Or do you want more flexibility and this is more of a process-oriented role? Finally, leadership. Is this something that you can see yourself working up through the ranks for and taking leadership positions? Or does your lifestyle preference mean you're more of a team player and therefore you're looking at more of these team player opportunities in this kind of a role? This approach helps you to move from vague ideas to clear career direction. Now, if you want to dig into this more, I've put together some free resources at findingyouриdealcareer.com. I'll link to it in the description below. Something most people overlook when researching a job is to talk to the people that are already doing that kind of work that you're interested in. But don't ask them for a job. Just ask them for 10 to 15 minutes of their time. Send them a quick message on LinkedIn and say something like, I'm exploring career options and I'd love to understand what your day-to-day role is like. Would you be open to a brief call? When they know that you're genuinely curious and not trying to pitch something to them, you'd be amazed at how much more likely they are to share real insights. Some of my clients are hesitant to reach out to strangers online. But the ones that do often tell me that those 10-minute conversations gave them far more value than hours of research. You get to hear the good, the bad, and the unexpected parts of the job that no job description or university brochure will ever show you. You're not just here to find any job. You're here to find a career that fits you. Don't settle for outdated advice or aimlessly scrolling job boards hoping that something clicks. Use the ideal framework, speak to real people, and aim for a future that you can get excited about. Start today on findingyouриdealcareer.com because your future deserves more than guesswork.